Hello, welcome back to Goddess Guidance. Today we're going to be getting messages from your future self. Your future self wants to get in touch with you, has some information, some clarity, and I feel like some support for some of you in regards to what is to come, something to look forward to, and how things may have turned out for you. Future you is just you projected forward is the energy that I'm feeling. Okay, so we have pile 1, which is an amethyst crystal, pile 2, a sunstone tower, and pile 3 is blue calcite. Look at that in the sunshine, amazing. Please use your intuition to what pile, or if in general this reading has information or messages for you. If it doesn't resonate, let it go. You don't have to make it fit like a wrong size shoe. How uncomfortable. And do with the information what you will, as you do have free will to take it in, take it on, or let it go. Okay, so we'll get started with pile 1. Hello, pile 1. If you chose the amethyst crystal, these are going to be messages, hopefully, that are resonant with future you. And I feel like they're wanting to collaborate with you. There's a sense of them wanting to, like, wishing they could have had information in the past that they have now about what's going on or what's going to go on. Before I pressed record for your pile and I was tapping into wanting to feel your energy, I took note of some cat things around the space right here on the desk, and I was feeling like this energy around you having lots of cats. Yeah, like the old cat lady kind of energy, but also just enjoying, you just like cats, or something about cats might resonate for you. As well as future you may have collected more cats along your journey. I see somebody like putting food down for cats on the floor, and they're doing that like trilling cat sound and following at your footsteps. If you do have more cats in the future, I just feel like there's a message coming through, like they love you, and they could be rescue cats, and they really appreciate having a home with you and being in your space with you. That's really cute. Okay, let's get into the card messages. Messages from your future self. There's an energy of compromising, of having a balance. I feel like it has to do with your relationships and balancing a give and take. Is there a balance of give and take? Do you feel supported, and in turn are you supporting? I also feel like future you is acknowledging how things like worked out in your favor. Things came into balance, things like settled, and I'm seeing like waves being rocky and it's stormy and you're like, it's on a boat kind of energy, and then suddenly the sun comes out and the water is calmer, and maybe there's like a few waves here and there, but you can ride the waves easier kind of, and just this feeling of things like settling more. Things end up settling more for you. And then I'm seeing like they're holding the scales, and like it's like tipping. I'm hearing tipping ferociously. It's like, is it gonna be, what's it gonna be? Is it gonna balance? And then it like slowly, it's like settling, and the palms are more equal. There's an equilibrium coming into play here. That is so funny. That's interesting imagery. Thank you, Spirit. There's something you're gonna have to compromise on, or I feel like reject. I'm seeing like sliding a paper across, like, no, I can't accept this, or I'm not going to accept this. And like it's coming up, something coming up that you're gonna have to say no to for your benefit. And you may not understand exactly how saying no to this will benefit you, but you do have this sense, this inner knowing, this inner knowledge, acknowledgement about, like, I don't know why this isn't for me, and I need to just put my foot down and set my boundary. And you're not like stomping your foot, but you're just like, no, I'm grounded in my no for this. This isn't for me. And you may end up seeing somebody else accepting it and how that turns out for them. And it may not be like you see like, oh, I'm glad I didn't say yes to that because of how that turned out for them. And not that they're going to be injured or anything. I don't foresee that kind of vibe. But just like there's a knowing once it comes to pass that somebody else takes and says yes to it, the opportunity or the invitation, that you see how that affects them or works out for them. And you're like, that wouldn't, yeah, I can definitely see how that wouldn't have been good for me. I'm hearing hand to God, hand on my chest. I know that wouldn't have worked for me, and that you can appreciate this decision that you made or will make to say no. I feel like it's one particular thing. It could have to do with the contract energy is kind of coming through. Signing a contract or signing away something, and you're like, actually no. And maybe the opposing side or the person or energy offering the invitation or opportunity kind of tries to play it like what you would be getting is more a benefit for you than it is for them. And you're like, I don't know why, but that sounds good on paper, but it's a no for me. Like standing your ground is going to work out in your favor. And then also just the general energy. I feel like this is a 5 years in the future self, or a decade in the future, or like something to do with fives. 555 could be coming up a lot for you recently. Or you could be turning 55, you could be 55. You could be looking forward to that kind of time in your life, or miss the time of your life when you were 5 years old, or 15 or 10. Like fives are really important for your energy. I'm seeing like in my intuition in front of me 555 in big a big font. That's really cool. I also just feel like your life moving forward within this time frame of the future self here, wherever in the future they are, I do feel like it's at least 5 years. And where you are now, there's a lot of changes that occur, or like shifting that happens within that time frame, and like things keep coming into balance, and maybe like feeling a little fluctuation and then coming into balance. Or there's this overall like things are starting to settle for you in your life within that time frame. It's almost like I'm getting the energy of retirement. And not that this is how it actually ends up working out for people in retirement, but how you can almost settle down more into your schedule, your routines, and things you enjoy coming into balance. But I just feel like your life, you'll have it more handled. You'll have it more like in the palm of your hands and settled. The aspects of your life, I'm seeing different aspects in around a circle, and it comes together like a pie chart kind of, and every piece of the pie is the same size, and its depth of color is the same, so it's fulfilled in the same amount. Interesting. It's like you're working on filling in those pie pieces right now and coloring them in and feeling fulfilled in all these different aspects of your life. Or it's something you're going to be continuing to work on, or acknowledge that you're wanting to work on within this time frame. Whoa. Only the card about fucking change. Oh my gosh. Okay, that's super cool. The Tower, you guys. At least in this card, the picture doesn't feel as intense as in traditional tarot, so I feel like we can chill, we can be calm about this, we can compromise on how we feel about the Tower energy. Yeah, release, shedding skin kind of vibe. I feel like you're not blending in as much, so this is like a chameleon in this picture, but you're choosing not to, or you're choosing what spaces to highlight yourself and what spaces are you're needing to blend in more. Like, what is that word? Not decoding, but Okay, maybe decoding. like I'm seeing something on a computer and like having their decoding and they're kind of techie in that way. How things are filtering through, like you're filtering through what experiences or spaces you're needing to not hide but blend into the background kind of more, and what are for you to highlight yourself and be bright and colorful and known and seen in. The Tower energy feels like, I mean, we channeled originally feeling that like things are gonna keep changing for you. Okay, I'm wanting to say that like you could be very chatty or you talk with your hands a lot, because I don't usually channel and feel so like my hands are a part of the conversation. Or maybe you are practicing ASL or sign language for whatever country you learn sign language, because I know that there's different, like there's American Sign Language, there's British Sign Language, things like that. There's different, like it has different slang or the way that they it is interpreted. So that could be of significance for you. So yeah, you guys could be talkative with your hands, or maybe you're hard of hearing or deaf, or maybe just one ear is silent. One ear is silent. Interesting. Back to this Tower energy, feeling like things are going to continuously change, but also come in like and settle again. So I feel like I'm seeing the Tower in traditional tarot, and the building crumbles and falls, and it may feel kind of chaotic, but I kind of feel like it's like a planned chaos in a way, like demolition kind of energy, where you plan to blow up the site or the building, and it's your building. You own it and you destroy it, and it like crumbles to dust, but you rebuild again. Like you keep doing that and then rebuilding over and over again, or you keep tearing things down and adding things on to the original foundation. Interesting. They want the last card here. That's a cute song. So I'm channeling the song "'Cause You're My Best Friend," something like that. There's something about a song about best friends, but I also hear "You're my best friend's girl" coming through. So interesting. So it's like a friend group energy. What is this about? Oh, it comes back to that like relationship thing I was feeling initially with the Compromise card, in that your relationships, acknowledging or looking into or being curious about where in your relationships is there not compromise. Maybe you're needing to have better communication to have, yeah, okay, that's what it is. To strengthen your relationships for the future, for your future self. That, oh my gosh, okay. It's all coming in all at once. So what they were kind of sharing with me initially is that they wanted to know something. They wish they had known something, and I feel like the thing they wish they had known is how to communicate in their relationships better, how to connect better, how to have better conversations with the people that they care about. And I just feel like maybe the relationships, they're successful, and maybe they have new relationships, but there's people in the past that you've let go of, or you will kind of release with the Tower energy, and you're wishing that even if you do want to release them, that you had better conversations and communication with them about releasing, about like disconnecting. I'm seeing like chains and like them breaking apart, and I'm hearing the sound of that. How can you be okay with the releasing? Because maybe like there's still this like energy of I want to be connected because there's something unfinished, like unfinished business energy. Yeah. But true friends stick together no matter what. These could be people that you thought that you'd be friends with forever or together forever, BFFs. but eventually like things dissipated, things broke apart for you. And there's just this, the future self is wanting to be able to have those hard conversations, because it is like acknowledging that it is difficult to have these conversations or to say the things that you feel like you need to say. Of course, in the appropriate manner and the appropriate context. Being able to do that is also a skill that future you wishes you had learned sooner. Not that you won't have done it. in the future, I feel like you're working on it at this future point in time. You're working on it, but you wish you had done it sooner. Is there anything else? Changes and stages, and I'm seeing literal like performance almost stages, like a TED Talk environment, but also you could be holding classes in the future to share the information that you have from your life experiences. and like your energy builds up. What is success for you? What feels like success for you keeps building up. And I'm seeing like platforms and steps and things like that. Step by step, things are building up. And I'm seeing the pie chart almost becoming like 3D and like traveling upward. It just keeps getting like you're building upon it. Very interesting. Okay, that's all that they're wanting to share with you right now, and I hope these messages found you well, and I wish you guys the best with the rest of your day and your journey. I will see you in the next one. Okay, bye. Hello, pile 2. If you chose the Sunstone Tower, then hopefully this reading has some messages of clarity, messages from your future self. Messages, you want both? Yes, okay. Do we want both? Yes. Okay, messages from your future self. I was getting this tapping into your energy before starting your channeling, and what you see here, I was feeling like something to do with care for yourself, self-care, care for your body and your systems. Your future self is wanting more of that for you right now. And for themselves, because you now are their past self. You know what I mean? Whatever you felt like came up for you as I was saying, like needing to take care of yourself, maybe you already have this kind of sense that there's something in particular that you're wanting to do, or you're acknowledging, or you're knowing that I feel like I should do that to take, like, so I'm taking care of myself. Yes. Spirit is saying yes. That's also like those little inklings and things like that, to do something for yourself, to take care of yourself. It's a yes. That's spirit coming through you to, like, I'm hearing to support you. Oh my god, that's so weird. Okay. Randomly, I'm getting the energy, I'm smelling like like a hamster's space. So maybe you have a hamster, just a guinea pig. I'm hearing a rat. What else? Some kind of rodent, maybe like a mouse as well. You like take care of those kind of creatures. Or I'm hearing you resemble that kind of energy, or you relate to those kind of smaller animals. Interesting. So that's a random channel message coming through. If it doesn't resonate, don't worry about it. Yeah, get more information, look more into potentially things. I feel like things that you're interested in, things that you're curious about, that's another way to take care of yourself. I feel like it have to do with like personality tests. You're curious, like you wanting to dive deep into yourself. Your future self wants you to take that time to get curious about yourself and your needs and your wants and your desires. Oh, desires felt good. Desires feels like the color yellow, which is really cool. Yellow and orange. So kind of like a fiery energy. That's really cool. That's really fun. You may really connect to or relate to the energy of the sun, which is really beautiful. And just feel like how some people feel connected to and in awe of seeing the moon. When you see the sun, when you feel the sun on your skin or on your face, they're just like you bask in it. You just feel like you want to be there forever. You may get overheated easily, or you're not as affected by sun, so maybe your skin is darker, and so you can kind of be out in the sunshine longer term. And I feel like there's just like almost a spiritual connection with you and the sunshine, the sun rays. Maybe you have a sun tattoo, or you're desiring to get a tattoo, or some kind of charm or something that has to do with the sun. I'm getting the energy of almost like talking to the sun and feeling connected in that way and communicating with it. Interesting. Also coming through is you may be a son, like the son in the family, in your family. Maybe you're an only child, or I'm hearing youngest son, or just like you're a son. Interesting. Okay. What does future you want to tell you? They want you to say yes to more things, to more experiences. I do feel like that's something that future you has worked on. Again, like, so group 1, I also felt like, I feel like this is within a 5-year time frame. So you 5 years from now is what we're tapping into, and their previous experiences in between them and where you are now in the timeline. So in between the 5-year cycle, I feel like 2 years from now, or after 2 years have passed from where you are now, there is an energy of like they did start or end up. I'm hearing traveling more and experiencing more and tasting life and touching, and like it's tactile and wanting to like touch life and reach out and be more, do more, something. It's like more than where you're at right now. But they do wish that they had said yes to opportunities to explore more sooner. So maybe like 6 months, half a year from your current time, I think there's going to be an invitation or an opportunity for you to like be invited to go somewhere. And I feel like I feel like my hands are like close to me and I'm like kind of shaking with excitement, like, ooh, yes, I do want to do that. And then future you ended up saying no. Future you like passed on the invitation, and like something came up where they were like, no, actually, I don't want to do that. There was something about fear or anxiety or doubt coming up for them, and they're wanting you to say yes. They really feel like that could have changed their life. They could have changed their life cycle, is what I'm hearing. Their life perspective, their life, just their life. Like things could be, like, I don't know why this in particular invitation, trip, travel kind of energy, it would have changed everything about where they are right now. But they have this sense that it would have done that. So, I mean, use your own intuitive guidance on if this invitation comes through, comes up, and it could be a paid for opportunity, but also maybe the doubt or the fear that came through was like something to do with your funds. And I don't have funds. I don't have the money to have fun, is what I'm feeling with that. Which is totally understandable. Financial security plays a big part in how safe we feel, so I definitely understand. And Spirit understands that as well as your future self acknowledges how it was like a hard decision to say no to, or a hard thing to pass up on. The opportunity acknowledges or invites you to say yes. What else your future self want to say? Want you to know. They want you to like broaden. I'm hearing broaden your minds. What is her name? It's from Harry Potter. She's the like oracle kind of teacher, which is super funny. As we are doing an oracle reading. Mrs. Trelawney. Yes. Okay. So broaden your mind, like your future self wants to like almost put their hands over your head and like, oh, broaden your mind, like gain more knowledge, gain more information. And I'm seeing somebody in a big, like a huge library, and they just have like piles of books beside them, and they're like soaking up all this information about things that they're curious about. And you don't even have to dive into one specific topic, but if that interests you, do that. Like, just, I feel like opening up your mind or gaining more mental like strength. I'm seeing somebody doing like lifting weights. Expanding expanding what you're aware of is what I'm hearing. I'm feeling expanding what you know to be true, expanding your knowledge, like having I feel like having little fun facts about random things too is also something that could, like, it's curated to you. It makes up who you are, having all these little different things. Like I have these little piles almost of random kind of subjects or information, and exploring that and gathering that kind of something about a field of interest. Gathering information about a field of interest. Wow, that's really fun. And for the use of simply knowing it, for having the knowledge. Okay, they're ready for the next one. Do I want the next one after this? Yes. What is future you want you to know? So your field of interest could be veterinary care or animal care, or simply just like how animals kind of work. I'm seeing like in a textbook kind of idea of a horse and its physiology. That's really interesting. Very specific too, so it doesn't resonate. Don't worry about it. Or just wanting to be around animals. I feel like animal care is coming through very strongly. You're on the path of healing. You're on the path of gaining peace as well. This sense of like a swan being on a body of water and how they kind of glide and float and flow with it. They're not like chonky about it. I don't know what this energy is like. Almost like a dog dog paddling in water. They're not like that. It's quite graceful and smooth and serene. Serene is a great word. You're gathering this energy of the star. The star is healing. The star, I'm seeing somebody like holding, putting their hand out and grasping for this like ball of light. And I can see it like shining through off my hand in the sunshine. Again, with that energy about you like really loving being in the sun. And it's like the ball of light shines through their palm, which is really like, it's intense, but like in such a magnificent way. I feel like you like words as well, like big words, philosophical words potentially. That could be another thing that you want to explore, is learning more words. So I'm seeing like a calendar, and every day is a new word with a meaning on it. That could be something that you want to have in your life, or you do, and something to utilize. I feel like broaden your mind, expand your vocabulary. Very interesting. Your in-between years, and also where this you is in the future. I feel like this you is the swan. This you is coming into that energy of being at peace. And there's this like, I'm hearing level of acceptance of self. I feel like maybe your energy is very peaceful naturally, but it's kind of like how a swan or a goose becomes threatened and you wouldn't expect them to like be so aggressive. You had to like tap into that almost aggression energy, or be deliberate about who you can share your sensitivity, your peacefulness with, because so many spaces have been kind of threatening. It's really interesting. But you're coming into this more peace and maybe solitude as well, or simpleness, simplicity. That's really nice. It feels really nice. It feels smooth and calm and like just lovely and beautiful. Graceful. It's almost like developing a self-concept and building it around this energy of peacefulness. That's what you're wanting, you're desiring, but also what your future self is. I feel like they're letting you know that that is something that happens, that's something that comes together. I'm feeling like this, it comes like this, and then it comes to a point where the point is where they are in that present moment, or recently. I feel like recently for this future you, in the past few months for them, that things truly came together to a point, and it's like, we're like, oh, that's so interesting. It culminated in this like almost finality of who you are. And this general sense of like peacefulness. I keep hearing solitude. What is the solitude about? You're happy with solitude. You're okay with solitude. I feel like I keep getting an energy about you could be self-diagnosed or professionally diagnosed with autism, but I'm hearing that's neither here nor there. So take that as resonates, but don't worry about it if it doesn't. Just like the way your brain works is different than others. It's kind of like an othering energy. You're okay with the solitude now. You're peaceful in the solitude now. You don't feel like you have to be somebody else in this future version of you that we're tapping into. They're okay with it. So if you're struggling with that right now, like you're wanting to be a different person, you're wanting to be different. You wish you were somebody else. Future you isn't in that energy. Future you is very accepting. If you feel more related to animals and connecting with nature and things like that, there's an acceptance. Future you is at the acceptance stage and gratitude for how you are an individual. Your individualism is strong and powerful and magnificent, and there's only one sun in the sky. You know, there's only one of you is the feeling that I'm getting. Each star is different, things like that. You could be interested in science, astrological science, space science, planetary information. Because we got the star, which I just that connected that dot for you. Anything else from the future self? What is it? Clarity. I feel like by year 3, between now and 5 years in the future yourself, by year 3, there is a deeper knowing, a sense of clarity about your place in the world. Like you make your place in the world what it is. And then the last 2 years between year 3 and the future you were connecting with, it's this kind of building more of a sense of self, or curating your sense of self and your relationship with the world. Wow, that's really beautiful. Okay, thank you guys so much. I hope you enjoyed, and I wish you the best the rest of your day and your journey, and I'll see you in the next one. Okay, bye. Hello, pile 3. If you chose the blue calcite crystal stone, beautiful, beautiful, stunning, kind of icy. Hopefully this reading and these messages bring some sense of clarity, and I'm hearing acknowledgement and knowledge to you about what your future self wants you to know, wants to tell you. I'm feeling somebody like whispering in my ear. That's the energy. I feel like it's almost like a secret. They're wanting to share a secret with you, and it's like fun, like being at a sleepover and then your best friend wants to tell you something like secretly. It's very cute. So when I was feeling into your energy before pressing play on your pile on this video that you're seeing now, I was feeling that like I was shaking my shoulders, and there's a sense of freedom, like shaking your feathers, and I'm feeling expansiveness, a vast vision in my intuition. Amazing, beautiful. I'm like, ooh, I was very like, ooh, about your energy. Okay. Was there something else about that? Sorry. Expansiveness. Okay, so also a song that I was channeling through as I was putting the last pile's cards away and like transitioning to your energy was Shake It Off by Florence and the Machine. And it's hard to dance with the devil on your back, so shake 'em off. I think that's interesting that was coming through, and I wasn't sure that it was for this your energy but in the relation to feeling my shoulders shaking, like you're shaking something off and you're able to run now. You're able to be feeling the sense of freedom and opportunity. Ooh, that is cool. Okay. Your belief in yourself and what you're capable of is very powerful. Blue is a really beautiful and powerful color for you. I almost said number. What is the number blue? What number relates to blue? I'm hearing 7. I'm seeing 7. I don't personally feel like that relates for me as blue feeling like the number 7, but for you, that's what's coming through, is that 7 and blue are matched. They're together, like blue plus 7. That's really interesting. Kind of specific too. So if you feel like that can or does relate for you in some capacity, I'm very curious. Let me know in the comments. And I'm feeling this energy of expression. Your future self like wants you to express yourself, like let her rip. I'm hearing let her rip, and I'm seeing somebody going just like their arms at their sides, and they're kind of bent over about it, you know, and you just like let a scream out. It's not in anger either, it's just in this like needing to have that moment of just absolute expression and release of expression. I feel like that's the start of it. I'm seeing somebody cooking. Somebody cooking, like ingredients going into a big pot on a stove. This could be how you express yourself, through cooking, through kind of almost, it feels like magic, because you don't even use a recipe, or you only barely acknowledge what the recipe indicates for you to do, and things come together and cook and become this meal, this food that feeds people. And they're like, how did you, like, oh, what's the recipe? Can I do that too? And you're like, oh, I don't have a recipe. I don't have a recipe. I just kind of wung it. I just like felt into what needed to be there. And I feel like this could be literal for some of you, that you relate to, like your expression comes through in cooking or baking and you don't use a recipe. Bravo to you, hands down, like applause for you. That is amazing. That is a skill for sure. But also it's more metaphorical for some of you. And maybe once you start this, like you let that first release of expression go, burst of expression out, that you won't be able to catch up to how much you want to like all over the place, like express yourself. It's gonna just be like, oh, I can't let it out fast enough. I have so much creativity within me and I want to just let it rip. Like I was feeling like there was this toy. Is it Beyblades? I might have been Beyblades. So like it kind of looks like a zip tie, and it goes through this like triangle diamondy thing, and you pull it through and it makes it spin really fast. Oh my gosh. Yes. Like letting it rip feels like that, and then you let it go and it goes it just spins so fast on the surface. So the metaphorical energy feels like you create something from nothing, or you concoct something and it feeds people energetically. Your expression of creativity feeds people. Your future self wants you to know that you will get there. You'll get to the place where you'll have the acknowledgement of, this is you holding your creation or all of your creations. And people are like, oh my goodness, I love this thing you made. I love it. Like, it means so much to me. I'm seeing somebody that's an author, a singer, a writer, a painter, a choreographer. Like it has to do with your expression of your feelings and your expression of how you experience the world as well. And then people see that, or they get to taste that. They get a taste of it. That's so interesting with that cooking analogy again. They get to taste your creation, whether literally tasting it like food or just like taste it by experiencing being with it or in it in some capacity. And it's like there's this questioning, this curiosity from people about like, how did you get here? How did you make this? How did you get here? And you're like, I couldn't give you a recipe because this is just how it happened for me. And your future self wants to know you'll get there. You're going to get there. Maybe you can't right now. You're also questioning how your future self got to that point where they're getting the acknowledgement. I'm hearing getting praise. Whew, you guys, some of you talk very fast. I feel like it has to do with your energy. Like I am zooming. Maybe your brain works really fast. And again, like you're feeling that energy of can't get it out fast enough. Maybe you have so much creative juice built up, or creative, like almost like battery juice built up, or energy piled up that you weren't letting out or expressing previously, and it's just like like it just wants to come out so much all at once. Like you're not going to be short on it. Basically, the energy of creativity to express through you isn't going to be short. You're not going to dwindle with that. There may be moments of pause where you like reflect, or have moments of silence is coming through, just to like clear yourself a little bit, maybe, which I understand that you would need, because this feels quite intense, and like the energy is very buzzing for your pile, for your energy here. And yeah, so there was that curiosity about how you got there. I feel like you don't need to know. I feel like you just need to follow it. Follow your expression, express your expression, share your expression, and see where it goes, see where it leads you. Explore your expression as well. Like there's going to be no wrong way to share it. I feel share it, or to see it, to have it be seen. That is amazing. Whew. If you believe, they want you to believe in yourself. Future you is like, I am fucking here. I am here. We did the thing. I did the thing. I am you, and it happened. I feel like they want to like drill it into you by swearing, like saying it fucking happened. We fucking did it. And acknowledge that it's true. Believe it. Believe it, baby. Believe it, baby. Do we want both cards? No. Okay. Synergy and gratitude. 6 of crystals. Ooh. I feel like you're going to collaborate and bounce ideas off people you never could have imagined that you'd get to meet or like collaborate with. Your energy is like how it's kind of in this kind of looks like a star, like bouncing off different frequencies. I'm getting the energy of like a radio tower, and I'm hearing projection. What does that have to do? There could be a projection about what you're delivering, your expression and what that's delivering. But also other people want to collaborate with your expression, and they will collaborate. I feel like in the last 2 years, so each pile, I feel like this is a 5-year cycle. This is 5 years in the future you that we're talking to, we're connecting with. And okay, so for you guys, it's 5 to 9 years in the future you. So 5 or 9 years. 5 or 9? No, 5 to 9. Okay. That's kind of funny because I'm hearing 5 to 9, but like reversed, working 9 to 5. You may be currently working a 9 to 5, or feel this idea that you need to work a 9 to 5 to be successful. I'm hearing to be success, to be the image of success, you have to work a 9 to 5. You have to grind yourself into the ground. And I'm seeing like a creature or an animal that like digs itself into the ground. And then it's like, oh, I'm in the dark now. Oh shit. Oh shit. Future you is acknowledge, like sharing with you how you're going to collaborate with these people you never thought you'd be able to connect with or like bounce ideas off of. They're very creative souls, very creative energy, and you create beautiful things. You're on the same wavelength with these particular people that you're going to collaborate with. And you're going to feel so much gratitude. So much gratitude. Something about a pairing here. Oh, that's cute. A romantic connection can come from this. Or just like a really divine friendship. Like, not divinely guided, but just like it feels divine. This connection, this relationship with this other person, and like vice versa. Like, it feels divine. There's like this ball of light between both of you. And it feels beautiful. It feels divine. It feels kind of juicy and delightful, and kind of the juicy energy and sweetness is like biting into a peach or a fresh fruit when it's hot out, and like tasting the sweetness and the juiciness, and it's like it's rehydrating in a way too. You don't feel dried up by this connection, or debilitated is a good word that's coming through. You just feel gratitude. You feel so much gratitude for this collaboration, this connection. That is really lovely. Ooh, so cute. Okay. Just be yourself, y'all. Just be yourself. Follow peace. Follow your curiosities of expression. Maybe you're thinking or feeling like, my expression doesn't make sense, is I'm feeling, what's coming through. Like, it's confusing. Be confusing. Be odd. Be weird. Be like, people are drawn to authenticity, and the right people. I feel like a mass group of people in the world are actually drawn to authenticity, to deep and vast authenticity. We do know as a people, as humans, that everybody is complex. And so seeing somebody just be themselves, like purely themselves, showing up as themselves, following that and expressing that, you get to build this. Okay, what is this coming through? People want genuine authenticity. They want to see, they want to feel that from others. And like, be scared and do the thing is the energy that I'm feeling. Be scared and do it anyways. Luck is on your side. I feel like bunnies, rabbits, I'm feeling like Easter energy as well coming through here is of significance for you. Like, be odd, be an oddity. I'm feeling like it doesn't matter. Or let it matter. Let who you truly are matter. Let it be of value because it is valuable, and not in a way like, maybe you really don't like the energy of what money has become for society, but you receive abundance in so many different ways when you're authentic. You're deeply authentic. You let yourself, I'm feeling the vast authenticity is about like, let yourself be all the things. Let yourself be like, take up space energetically or literally. Yeah, try different stuff, be messy and creative, and let it be seen. And people will want to follow you on your journey. I'm seeing, I think it's the 6 of Wands energy, and like it's like celebratory or something in tarot, but being who you are invites and also shows people that who they are is also of value, is also important, is also amazing, magnificent. Yeah, be weird, babe. Be odd, be mysterious even. People don't have to know everything about you. I'm hearing be spooky. Maybe you like Halloween or like spooky season things. This is your final energy message. You are a great person. Enjoy being yourself. Oh! I wish you guys the best of luck, and I wish you guys the best the rest of your day and your journey, and I'll see you in the next one. Okay, bye.